So today we're going to get started with a bent over row. And I'm going to show you front view and side profile so you get an idea of how I'm hinging, because the hinge is probably the most difficult part of the exercise. So I'll start off by showing you here. My feet are hip width distance. I'm pushing my knee out. Anytime I'm in a hinge, I don't want my knees buckling in. So you want to make sure that you're really edging the outer parts of your feet down into the floor. And I'm going to keep a flat back, and I'm going to drive my arms back and squeeze into my back as I'm pulling those weights up. So I'll show you from the side. Same thing, my feet are hip width apart. I am pulling my belly button in. I'm going to soften my knee and push my hip back. So I want to make sure that if I had a meter stick here at my hip and I'm pushing my hip back, that my hip would stay at the top of the meter stick and that I'm not bending my knee too much, that I would lower my hip under the meter stick. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So we'll get into our hinge, and let's start here with rowing. So I'm going to squeeze into the back here for 2. I want you to pause at the top. 3 and 4, and just try to look straight out here in front of you. 5 and 6 and 7. So nice flat back here. 8 and 9 and 10. Good. Keep going. We've got 1 and 2 and 3. Squeeze. 4, 5. If you can give me 5 more, great. Otherwise, you can stop at 15 to listen to your body today. 3 and 4 and 5. Good. And I want you to stand up. Really nice. Okay, so shake that out. Next, what we're going to do is focus on the bicep. This is a muscle right here. So we're going to stand with our shoulders back. And again, rooting my feet down. You almost feel an opposition in your body from your hip, that your feet root down, but you want to try and lengthen out through the upper body. So we're going to set those shoulders back. And I'm going to bring my forearm to my bicep as I come up and squeeze. That's it. So we want to think about controlling the weight as we lower down. This is crucial when doing bicep curls. So we're going to move through that here. Squeeze, lower down with control. Come up to squeeze. And you can see that my elbows are always pointing down. I'm not lifting up at any point. We want to stay consistent from rep 1 to rep 20. That's it. Let's keep going here. Good. Few more. Let's go for 5. And again, if you're done at 15, that's okay. You stop and take a break. 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Good job. All right, good. Shake that out. Really nice. We're going to perform these 2 exercises again one more time, 15 to 20 reps per exercise. So I'll turn to the side again for your benefit, just to see that you are matching my form and the alignment here. So we're going to squeeze into our lat. So I want us to soften the knee, push that hip back, keep that belly button drawn in, and start off with the weights a little bit further away from the body. And we're going to squeeze our shoulder blades together as we pull our arms back here for 2, and we lower. And 3 and 4, squeeze. We got 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Good. Let's go for 1 and 2. Stay consistent for 3. Focus on the squeeze. 4. Focus on what you're feeling. 5 and 6 and 7. Good work. We got 8 and 9. 1 more. Great job. Okay, stand up and shake it out. Really nice. Okay, so let's return back into our bicep curls for set number 2. So we're going to set that shoulder back, root our feet down, create that length through our upper body, and we're going to bring that forearm towards our bicep here for 2. And just squeeze at the top for a moment. 3, try to squeeze into the biceps. 4, and lower down. That's it. For 5, keeping that wrist in the same alignment. 6 from start to finish. 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. 10 more. Here we go. For 1, Working those arms for 2 and 3. You can do it. Squeeze. 4. Try to keep that body nice and still. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, 9 and 10. Great job. Good. All right, shake that out. Really nice. Next, we're going to move into 2 shoulder exercises supersetted, which means we're going to do the first shoulder exercise and then move into the second one, just like we did with this back and bicep routine. So anytime we work shoulders, you want to make sure that your elbows you can see them in your periphery. Oftentimes people do their shoulder press way back here. As you can see, like when I'm looking forward, I can't see my elbows, but I'm almost like sticking out my rib cage. We don't want to do that. We want to keep the body. You want to be able to keep your body stacked in a nice neutral spinal alignment. So we can achieve that successfully by having the elbows slightly forward in our periphery. Okay. So let's start by pressing the weights up, and then you're going to lower them down. Now, another pointer before we start, as my arm comes up, I want to keep my shoulder blades down. So I don't want to elevate everything and just be tense through the neck and shoulder. We want to be able to stay calm and keep the scapula, the shoulder blades down as I'm pressing that weight up. Okay, so let's give that a whirl. All right, we'll start off here. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your core. And here we go. 1, and the goal is, again, to stay consistent from start to finish. 2, and that weight, 3, comes down in line with my mouth. 4, as I come down. For 5, so the weight comes down in line with the mouth. For 6, good. 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. This is a smaller muscle, so it burns quicker. 2, 3, but try to push through. When you start to feel that burn, 4, push through a few more reps. 5, and 6, and 7, 8, good, almost there. 9, and 20. Okay, good. Shake that out. You'll likely feel that burn. Again, if you are okay to stop it, like if you're reaching 15 reps, stop there. That's fine. So the next movement here, we're going to do a combination of what's called the side raise with a front raise. So I want you to take your cans or your weights, and we're going to reach the arms out to the side. The arm is coming slightly in front of my shoulder. I'm not way back here out to the side, slightly in front. So we're going here to a front raise, in front, straight out in front, and then lowering down. We'll go back to the side and then back to the front. So we'll try that for 10 reps. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Reach it out. 1, control the weights down. For 2, so you got to use those core muscles. 3, and 4, and 5. Good. 6, and 7. Almost there. Let's go for 8, and 9, and 10. Good job. All right, shake it out. We'll return to our second set in a moment. A little pointer, a little tip for you. If you're doing your shoulder exercises, any of these 2 that we're going to do again, and you find that you are leaning back and you're not able to curb or just go move through the correction, then I want you to take a split stance. So you're going to put the back leg behind you, and you'll be able to do your movements like this with that. It's almost like a kickstand, which will help prevent you from leaning back. So again, listen to your body and how you're moving through the exercise. Okay? All right, round 2. Ready? Bring those weights up. We want to see those elbows in our periphery. Here we go. Pressing up. Stay consistent. We've got 1, driving the shoulders down. 2, as we press up here for 3, and 4, 5. Good work. We've got 6, and 7, 8. Good. 9, and 10. Okay, 5 to 10 more. 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Keep going if you can. 6, you got it. And 7, almost there. 8, 9, and 20. Good job. All right, shake it out. Really nice. So next we're going to move into those 10 combos of the lateral front raise. And then we'll move on to our final upper body set. Okay, so we're almost there. Stay with me. Split stance if you need. We'll begin in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. So reach it out. We've got 1 and 2. The focus here is just controlling the weights as they come down. 3, 4, 5. Good. 6, 7. Great work. 8, 9, and 10. That's it. Good job. Let's move on. Okay, so we're going to take it down to the floor and we're going to work on our chest and we're going to work on our triceps. So the chest here are in the pecs and the triceps are in the back of the arm here. Okay, so let me demo the first exercise here because we're going to move into a press fly combination. So as I'm lying down, I'm going to come down into 1 press, and same idea with the shoulder press. The elbows aren't right out to the side. They do come down slightly. So the elbow is slightly below my shoulder. Okay. So we're going press. Then as I come up, I'm going to rotate my palms in to be parallel to each other. And then I'm going to open up to the side into what is called a chest fly. Okay. So we're going to rotate the 1 press where my palms face my hip. And then we're going to open up into the fly where my palms face into the middle. So let's try that. We'll do 20 combos. Okay, so let's start with the press in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Down and up, and then open and close out to the side. That's for 3, and squeeze in. For 4, back to press. For 5, back to fly. For 6, pressing. For 7, fly. For 8, press. 9, fly. 10. Let's keep going. 10 more. We got 1 and 2, press for 3, fly for 4. Keep it going. 5, stay consistent. 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Good job. Okay. So one thing to watch on that fly is just to make sure that that wrist, again, from shoulder to elbow to wrist, stays in that same alignment all the way through the movement from start to finish with the fly. Okay. All right. Skull crusher. Funny name. We're going to hold our weights up. Do not let them touch. We're going to keep them separated so we can isolate the right and left arm separately. I want you to start with the weight back slightly. So you can see the weight is hovering more over my forehead as opposed to here where it'd be more over my neck. Okay, so bring it back a bit, and already we have the triceps under tension, which is what we want. Now, as I bend at the elbow, the top of my weight will hit the top of my shoulder. I'm going to stretch out my triceps here. And then as I come up to extension, I'm going to squeeze the back of the arm. So just to show you, the only thing I'm doing here is extending at the elbow. Nothing else happens. Nothing else moves on the body. It's an isolation exercise, so we don't want to move anything else, okay? So let's give that a try. Roll those shoulders down in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. So bend and extend. 1 and 2. It's pretty quick. 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. You got it. 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Good. 10 more. 1. Just extend at the elbow. 2. Wrist stays straight. 3, 4. Almost there. 5 and 6. Fight through it. 7. We got it. 8 and 9 and 10. Awesome. Okay. Take a break. Just a little pointer too. If you found that challenging, that's okay. The triceps are a smaller muscle, so you'll get to that burning sensation a lot faster than, say, a larger muscle group, okay? And especially moving at the tempo that we were. So if you want to try the second set, just practicing this movement without any weight is also fine. You can still activate and learn to squeeze into that area and just touch your thumb to your shoulder, the fingers extended. So that's what you can do if you were having a hard time with this one. Okay, let's go back to the chest. 1 more set each, and that'll be it for today. We're almost there. So bring those weights up. We're going to start with a press, and then we'll move into that fly starting in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. So press, now rotate at the top into a fly, down for 3, and squeeze up for 4 and 5. Open up those arms, 6 and 7 and 8. The fly is harder, 9 and 10, because we're bringing those weights further away from our body. 1 and 2, stay with me. 3, you got this. 4 and 5, good job. 6 and 7 and 8, 9 and 10. Good work. All right, excellent. So let's take a little breather. We'll move into that skull crusher for a final 15 to 20 reps. Let's press those weights up. And again, we're going to set them up just a little bit above our forehead. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Keep the wrists straight. We've got 1 and 2. Squeezing the back of the arm. 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10. 2, almost there. 3, stay with it. 4, fight through that burn. 5, 6, you're getting stronger. 7, 8, you got it. 9 and 20. Woo! Amazing. Set your weights down. Let's come up. We did it. I am proud of you. And have a great week. See you soon.